I'm up all night. My wife's got a doctor's appointment today. She's gonna be there for a while, so it's kind of hard to go to sleep. I gotta be up by 9 a.m. I figure I'd do a quick live and talk about some things. You know, there's all this hype going around that AMC is gonna have the MOAS. Everybody's talking about it. Look, after 2 years of hearing that, you get to a point where you say, it's like that song by the Beatles, you know what I mean? Let it be. But if it happens, it happens, I don't, buy into any of this clickbait stuff. You know, the thing about Amazon potentially buying AMC, it's not confirmed. It's hype, you know. So once again, I made a few videos on it because, hey, anything is possible. Because I believe that AMC has a strong brand. It has a strong brand. And of course, I think that if it was at the right price, anybody would buy it. The truth is, you know, we could even buy it for the right price. You get all these haters and they're like, hey, Father, it's not possible. Anything is possible. Listen, anything. When a company is in a lot of debt, anything is possible. You'll be very shocked what's possible. But like I said, look, I got a lot of big ideas. Okay, but the first step is you got to have what's called it's like a point prover. You got to be able to prove to the AMC apes. You got to be able to prove to the media, like Charles Payne, Fox. You got to be able to prove to Ken Griffin, all the short sellers, that we are organized. This is what I'm trying to make all of you understand. Okay? Because right now, I know you don't want to hear this. Nobody takes us seriously. Nobody takes us. We're like kind of like a laughing stock. If you really want me to be honest with you, we're a laughing stock of everybody. We're a laughing stock of, in my opinion, Ken Griffin, Gary Gensler, all the short sellers, hedge funds, FINRA, DTCC. They're laughing at us because we're just a bunch of idiots that are not organized. So that's what I'm trying to do. You just don't understand. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do a point here. I'm trying to do a point. It's like the power of the people, the power of retail, the power. And you know what it is? When we just keep putting our money in the stock market, which you're not understanding, is it's a controlled environment. You understand? It's a controlled environment, and we're not the ones who control it. That's what you're not understanding. You know, it's controlled by a greater power, very, very political influenced, government influenced, very, very powerful people control this. And I don't think all of you understand it. You think that this is a fair market. It's not a fair market. What's up, Zanny? And, see, my concept, which is a great concept, Ape Father and the Apes. It's even a better. You want to hear something? I'm gonna let all of you in on a little secret. My concept, Ape Father and the Apes, it's better than AMC. It's better than AMC. It's even better than any stock. It's better than any stock or the stock market. You want to know why it's better? Because Ape Father of the Apes, every project I do, okay, has to do with owning real estate. Let me tell you something, Zaddy. Look, we can take over AMC. We can. We can take over AMC. We can fire Adam Aaron. See, I would like to restructure the whole. See, if we ever took over AMC, you want to know what I would do? I would raise a ton of money, okay, to do basically three things. Okay, three things. The first thing would be to get AMC out of debt completely. The second thing okay, would be to try to actually combination, okay, of possibly an offering or something, with retail investors to raise enough money to start to begin to buy real estate. Because this whole leasing concept is the dumbest, stupidest idea in the entire world. Anyone who runs a business and you lease it, you're an idiot. And see, that's the problem with AMC. See, AMC's got a great brand recognition, but they need to restructure its whole business model. And little by little, slowly but surely, instead of Adam Aaron putting money into friggin' Highcroft and these gold mine companies and $25 million commercials with Nicole Kidman and all the bonuses that he's paying out to these AMC insiders and paying himself $19 million a year. Money should be going into actually purchasing the real estate where AMC has their businesses. And it's very possible. Listen, people do it all the time. You know, the owners of a shopping center, many, many times, okay, offer a purchase option of the space that is being leased. Now, I'm not saying to you it's going to be cheap, but what I am saying to you is step by step. If you could, let's say, here's an example. I'll just throw you one example, okay? So let's say there's an AMC in Brick, New Jersey. Okay. So now the corporation that owns that shopping center, you understand? They would probably be very, very interested at the right price to sell the real estate, the underlying real estate of where AMC is. Now, what you're not understanding is that once you do that, you're giving AMC a permanent lifeline because nothing else matters in the end. That's what nobody understands. You could always, lower expenses. Lowering expenses is the easiest thing to do. But the hardest thing to do is when you have rent that has to be paid and every couple of years that landlord wants more rent, that's something you can't control. That's something you could always increase prices, you could increase concessions, you could work with movie companies to sell their products and work out a profit sharing. You could add, like what I think would be a great idea for AMC to take the same approach that Dave and Buster's does. Okay, but to make entertainment not just for children, entertainment for adults and children. And it's kind of almost like a legalized gambling approach. Like I'll give you an example. Let's say you have Joker poker machines. You understand? Adults love that stuff. But you see, you can't make them win money because that would then be a casino, and that's not legal. Unless of course you have, if this was located in Atlantic City or if it was located in Las Vegas and you had a casino license, that's a different story. But if you don't have a casino license, instead of winning cash, you could win points. See, that's what Dave and Buster does. You understand? So every time you play a game at Dave and Buster's, you win points, and then points turn into prizes. So you could offer people, big prizes. I know it sounds like a crazy idea, but like in a casino, you could win a car. Why couldn't you do something like that at AMC? Why couldn't you have a Joker poker machine? I'll just give you an example, right? And if someone accumulated enough points, they could actually win a car. That's exactly right, Zanny. So, see, if I was a CEO of AMC, first order of business would be to figure out a way to increase revenues. Because see, what people don't understand, the hardest thing to do is get the asses in the seats, meaning get people at the movie theater. That's the hardest thing to do. Get them to walk in the door. Now, the key is once they're actually in the door, you got to figure out a way to get them to spend as much money as possible. So the way I think about it, right, is why would anybody want to spend like, $500 on concessions. Like no one's gonna do that, right? Like I mean, listen, there's only so much popcorn you could eat. There's only so much nachos and cheese you could eat. There's only so many sodas you're gonna drink, right? There's only so much ice cream and chocolate and candy you're gonna eat. So you gotta figure most people are gonna spend on concessions at the max $100, right? And a lot of times it's going to be less than that, but I'm just saying about $100 or a little less. So you see, that's not enough money. So you want to give people an incentive to spend more money. And Dave and Buster's, I love their friggin' business model. I love it. I heard one time that Dave and Buster's was going to merge with AMC. That was like a rumor. That was a rumor a long time ago. And I said to myself, man, that would be a great idea. If AMC would adopt the same business model as Dave and Buster's, I think it would be friggin' genius. More revenue, less expense. Exactly. So, in other words, if I was the CEO of AMC, I'm going to tell you what I would do. I would try to maximize the revenues. And the way I feel that you can maximize the revenues is to take a little bit of a business model from Dave and Buster's. In other words, but not just for children, for adults. Like, I'm going to give you an example. I come from Brooklyn, okay? And I used to walk into, those like convenience stores. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. These guys made no effing money. These guys. These guys who own these convenience stores. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. And then I said to myself, how do these people stay in business? They're selling candy bars. They're selling friggin' Pepsi. They're selling soda. In some cases, they're selling alcohol. They're selling beer, Old English, right? Like the old school stuff, Heineken. But the thing is, that's not where they're making their money. So I asked this guy one time, I said, can I ask you a question? What's your biggest money maker? And you know what he said to me? The Joker poker machine. That's what he told me. I said, let me ask you a question. How much money are you making from that Joker poker machine? He goes, anywhere between 5,000 to 10,000 a week. I swear to you, I'm not even kidding you. Now, understand something. This is a small little convenience store. This is a tiny, tiny 600 to 800 square feet convenience store, making $10,000 a week on their Joker poker machine. Okay? You're following me? Can you imagine now in a big, gigantic AMC theater that you had Joker poker machines? How much money it could make? It could probably make 100,000 a week. And especially if you were giving people like some sort of motivation to want to play that machine. But I said, once again, good morning, Christopher. Once again, thinking of it like a Dave and Buster's business model. But the thing is offering really awesome prizes, like prizes that like adults would want to win, like a car, you know what I mean? Like a vacation, like possibly even you want to hear something, man. You could go big with this, man. You could go big with this. You could even offer a friggin' house. In other words, the thing is, it's all about the points. See, they have to, in other words, I'll give you an example. They have to earn enough points to get these big gigantic prizes. So it's not like something like, someone's gonna play $500 and win a car. They would have to probably, if a car was $50,000, they would have to probably spend $100,000 or more. You understand? Now you might say, well, Richie, they're not going to spend $100,000 in one day. You're right. But you don't know how people are. People are degenerate gamblers. People are degenerate gamblers. And you might get a guy, who takes his kids to the movies once a week. And while the kids are in the movies and they're having their popcorn and they're having their nachos and cheese, the father's playing the Joker poker machine because he wants to accumulate points. You understand? And then you could give all types of prizes. You could win a Rolex watch, for instance. You could win whatever it is. You know what I mean? You could win a trip to friggin' Tahiti, whatever the case may be. The thing I'm trying to say is that I think big. See, my mind thinks like this. My mind thinks once the asses are in the seats, Get them to spend as much money as possible. Adam Aaron is an idiot. He's everything, the way he runs AMC, I swear to you, it's like you could get somebody who got hit by a Mack truck and literally has brain damage, right? And that person could run AMC better than Adam Aaron, in my opinion. Adam Aaron is one of the dumbest people, in my opinion. I'm being honest with you. He's an idiot. Okay. I mean, look at how he's running his business. Okay. Look at how we raised over $2 billion for this guy. We raised over $2 billion. You would think that he would have did something useful, right? Like anything. Lower the debt, paid down the debt. You know all he did? He squandered the money. He squandered it. Like, oh, I think over 1.4 billion is gone. He squandered the money. Okay. And then what he does, this Baba Luke, is he loses the money. He squanders the money. And then guess what he does? He comes back to the retail investor. He comes back to the apes for more money. You know, ape, for instance. Okay. Then after that, what does he do? He gets his vote for the 10-for-1 reverse stock split. Now he wants our shares. Now he wants 90% of our shares. Then after that, what is he going to do? More dilution, more dilution, more dilution. So in other words, it's kind of like we became life support. We became life support for AMC, okay? That's why I don't buy all of this bullshit that you're hearing online. AMC is about to Boaz. Yeah, Boaz my ass. I don't buy it. I feel that we have to do the following things. We need to kick Adam Aaron out. He's the worst CEO. He's the dumbest CEO. He needs to be fired. Like, you ever see the Apprentice? Donald J. Trump, the great former president of the United States, number 45. You need to tell Adam Aaron, you're fired. You know that you need to tell the AMC board of directors, you're fired. Okay. Now, if Apefather was running things, I would slowly but surely, I would have a long-term plan to purchase the underlying real estate where AMC is leasing every single AMC location. And then the other thing I would do is I would maximize profits. Because once the asses are in the seats, I want to give every person an opportunity to spend as much money as humanly possible when they're there. And believe me, it's not just going to be on popcorn. It's not just going to be on nachos and cheese. It's not just going to be on soda. Okay? I would adapt the Dave and Buster's business model, but for big prizes. I want to give people motivation to spend a ton of money. That's what I would do. I'm not even going to go over all of these stupid haters' comments. I'm really not going to do it. You know, it's just, you guys are all crazy, you haters. You guys are nuts. That's all I have to say about you. So now you might say to yourself, hey, Father, how can we do this? How is this possible? It's possible, are you ready? By super chats. It's possible by super thanks on my videos. Okay, that's it. If enough people, see, you know what it is? I actually believe, and I know that you're not going to believe this, I actually believe that super thanks and super chats could actually make all of this happen. And I know you think I'm nuts. I'm not nuts. If you were all serious, we could raise so much effing money just from super chats. Just from super chats and super thanks, you would be shocked. But the problem is you all have to be serious. Now, you might say, what's in it for us? What's in it for me? Well, let's say let me ask you a question. Let's say I'll give you two examples. Let's example A and example B. Okay. You currently own AMC stock, correct? Okay. Let me ask you a question. How is it doing for you? How is you? I'm down right now. Me personally, I'm down well over $200,000 on my AMC stock. So if we can figure out a way to change management, you understand? Get Adam Aaron out, get the AMC board of directors out, replace it with new management that's going to increase revenues, okay, purchase the real estate, lower the expenses, okay? Your AMC stock might be worth a shitload of money. The short sellers might become so scared they will close their positions because that's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. See, it's not realistic. Look, it's not realistic to get people. I was thinking about this for a long time. It's not realistic to get people to put up 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. People have no money. People are telling me like, "Hey, father, I'm down 80,000. I'm down 90,000. I'm down 100,000. Hey, father, I'm down a shit load of money." So that's why I'm trying to tell people, look, why don't we do this a different way? Okay, super chats $2, super chats $3, super chats $5. Put your faith in the Ape Father. You understand? Let me build up a tremendous amount of money, and slowly but surely, I'll make all of this happen. And then when I make all of this happen, there's going to be so many ways that I can make it worth your while. But you see, the thing is, we have to do what's called baby steps. We can't, you can't do everything all at once. You ever hear the expression Rome was not built in one day? You understand? I would love to just snap my finger and like raise, billions and billions of dollars, but that's not realistic. That's not realistic. It's not going to happen. Let's be honest with each other. It's not going to happen. We're not going to raise, $5 billion, right? So let's say, here's an example. Let me give you an example. Let's say I raised $1 million. Hear me out for a second. Just listen to me. Just from super chats. In other words, people coming to my live streams, people donating $2, $3, $5. Now, $1 million, I could go out and I could just invest that in real estate. Now, let's say I keep doing this and I raise another $1 million. Now I buy more real estate, right? Now I have $2 million worth of real estate. Now let's say I keep doing this. Now I got $3 million worth of real estate. Do you see what's happening? What's happening? What's happening is that slowly but surely, I'm building up so much real estate that one day I might be able to do something big for all of us. You understand? And that's what I want to do. But you got to do it in baby steps. You got to do it in baby steps because there's a lot of challenges here. Can I tell you what the challenges is? The SEC is very strict. Just try to understand something. The SEC is very strict. I can't tell all of you that you give me $2, right? This is the thing. It's illegal for me to do this. I can't say you give me $2 and I'm going to give you ownership in anything. I can't do that. It's illegal, okay? Because you have to be accredited. You have to be an accredited investor. I have to send you a prospectus. I have to be registered with the SEC. I have to be a broker dealer. So the only way that I see this working, okay, is baby steps. This is the only way I see it working, is baby steps. Now you might say, well, what's baby steps? Baby steps is the following: super chats, real estate, and meet and greets. Hear me out for a second. Let me explain to you the whole concept. The concept is you're putting your trust in the Ape Father, that even though technically at first you don't have an interest, you don't have an ownership interest in anything, you're putting your trust in me that if I build this empire and if I do everything correctly, that in the long term, I'm there for you. But you got to have that belief in me. Because, listen, let me ask you a question. How else can we do it? We're not going to raise, it's not realistic. Listen to me. We're not going to raise $5 billion. It's not realistic. It's not realistic. The more and more I thought about it, and that's probably what you would need if you wanted to buy and acquire AMC. And then you need money for reserve. And then you need money to purchase the real estate. I mean, you're talking about money that you would have to raise is insane. But if you did it by way of baby steps, are you hearing me? Then it can happen. Then it can happen. Like, let me give you an example. I want you to try to follow my way of thinking. Okay. Let's say you decide, I really like the Apefather. I like this guy. I like the way he thinks. I like his ambition. I like his drive. And I think this guy, he's going to do great things. He's going to do big things, amazing things. Then you have to have the faith in me that once I build the empire, you understand, we're all going to do well. But that's something you have to believe in. You have to have that faith. You have to have that faith. Okay? So what I'm asking for is this. Here's my plan. My plan is, does the Apefather have big dreams? I have big dreams. You want to hear some of my big dreams? I want to see Apefather in the Apes hotels. I want to see Apefather in the Apes casinos. I have big dreams to acquire AMC, to fire Adam Aaron, to fire the AMC board of directors, to replace AMC leases with real estate, to increase AMC's profits, to lower the expenses. But now, all of that sounds like a lot of money, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound like a ridiculous amount of money? So rather than to have an unrealistic dream, rather than to have an unrealistic goal, I have a new plan. And you want to hear what the new plan is? Baby steps to the top. The top represents success. Baby steps to the top. So what does that mean? It means small super chats, small super thanks, small super stickers to the Apefather. Now you might say, what the F-U-C-K is in it for me? Why the F-U-C-K should I give you $5, let's just say? If you're not offering me an ownership position in nothing, you have to try to understand something. There's ways of doing things legally, and there's ways of doing things illegally. Okay? So let's talk about both. Let's talk about legal versus illegal. Okay. Illegal would be if I would say to you, look, if you give me a super chat of $5, I'm going to make you a part owner of AMC. I can't say that to you. I can't say that to you because it's illegal. If I would say to you, giving me $5 super chat, I'm going to make you a part owner in real estate. I can't do that because it's illegal. But now let me tell you what I can say to you that is legal. Okay? What I can say to you is if you gave me a $5 super chat, we could have meet and greets where the Apefather and all of us are going to party like kings, party like rock stars. We're going to eat the best foods. We're all going to get together. You're going to be a part of my thinking, a part of my process. But baby steps, do you see what I'm trying to say? To the top. Now, if you believe in the Apefather enough and I build an empire, believe me, there's always ways down the line that I can make all of this beneficial. There's ways of doing it, but you got to do it following the law. That's the key. You can't do it any other way. I can't promise you, you give me $5 and you're going to be a part owner in real estate. You give me $5, you're going to be a part owner of a casino. You give me $5, you're going to be a part owner of AMC. I can't do that. That's called illegal. I can't do that. So we have to do this a different way. And the only way I see it being practical is, here's what I could offer you for now. What I could offer you for now is for the super chat that you donate to me, meet and greets. Okay? We'll get together, all of us. We're going to party. We're going to eat. We're going to drink. We're going to be in Atlantic City. Who knows? Maybe we'll be in Las Vegas. But the thing is, you're putting your trust in the Apefather to build an empire. You're putting your trust in the Apefather to build an empire. Now, once that empire gets built, we have a lot to talk about now. We have a lot to discuss. You follow me? But you have to build the empire first. You got to build the empire. That's the key. I'm not begging for money. See, listen, can I tell you something, guys? Listen to me. Do I seem like I'm struggling to you in my life? Do you feel that way about me? Do you feel that I have a life that's struggling and I'm going through a tough time? I wake up whenever I want to wake up. I do whatever I want to do in my life. Seriously, I'm eating out every night. I have what's called the American dream life. That's my life. Right now. Right now. Do you understand I have no boss? I answer to myself. I do whatever I effing please. Every single day. So why do you call me a beggar? See, what you're not trying to understand is this. With or without you, I'm going to become a major success. I'm trying to include you because deep down inside, I want us all to rule the world. And I think that if we start getting organized, we can rule the world. But the problem is that you're trying right now to put your money in a rigged system and a corrupt. Let me put it to you this way. Albert Einstein said something that it stuck with me my whole life. Albert Einstein. He said the definition of insanity, okay, is doing the same things over and over again, but yet expecting a different result. Okay? So in other words, here's an example. We all put our money in AMC, right? We trusted in Adam Aaron, correct? We trusted in Gary Gensler to recognize if there's corruption going on. We put our faith in Gary Gensler. We put our faith in the Department of Justice. What happened? What happened? AMC went from $73 a share all the way down. I think now it's like $5 a change in the pre-market, right? Okay. People are down tremendous amounts of money. Okay. The vote for yes went through for a 10-to-1 reverse stock split. It's just bad. It's not good. So what do you suggest we all do? Do you suggest that we keep doing the same things over and over and over again, constantly buy stock on payment for order flow platforms where Ken Griffin keeps getting richer and richer and richer? Okay? Or maybe a different approach. Okay? Why don't we try a different approach? And the different approach is build an empire for retail. But the problem is, and this is what I'm trying to make all of you understand, it's very difficult to do this because there are very, very strict securities laws. There are very strict securities laws. I can't legally tell you, if you give me $5 as a super chat, I'm going to give you an ownership in a casino. I can't do that. If you give me $5, I'm going to give you ownership in AMC Corporation. If you give me $5, I'm going to give you ownership in real estate. I can't do that legally. So basically, here's what I can do. I have to do something. It's called a leap of faith. Do you know what a leap of faith is? Okay. A leap of faith is that you put your trust in me that if I build the empire, I will always have your best interest at heart. So even that, if that means you don't own anything, you don't own interest, you don't own real estate, you just have to believe that. It's called the leap. It's like, let me give you an analogy. Imagine you meet a girl. Okay, I'm talking about guys, of course, right? Well, not that girls can't meet girls. Hey, anything can happen, right? But let's use the analogy: a guy meets a girl. They go out for about a year. The guy falls in love with the girl, right? Think about this. There are no guarantees in life. Who agrees with this? Just because this guy proposes to the girl, how does he know that this girl is going to be a loving wife to him? How does he know that this girl's not going to cheat on him? How does he know for a fact that this girl is not going to destroy his whole life? He doesn't know that, right? Okay. So most things in life, you don't even realize this, are what's called leap of faiths. Whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, anything, most of the time we can't, right? None of us have a crystal ball. None of us can predict the future. So the thing is, I'm asking you to take a leap of faith with me. That's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to let me build an empire. And I promise all of you that once I do that, I got your best interest at heart. And that's the only way I can make it. I can make it legal. There's no other way I can make this legal. I cannot offer you any interest in anything because the bottom line is this. It's illegal to do that. And I could go to jail. That's it. I could go to jail. If I said to you, you send me $5 and I'm going to make you a part owner of real estate, they're going to come to my house and put me in handcuffs. If I said to you, you send me $5, I'm going to make you a part owner of AMC. Can't do it. So the only thing we can do is this. It's called putting a leap of faith in the Apefather that if he builds the empire, he has our best interest at heart. And that's it. You could interpret that any which way you want. You understand what I'm trying to say? So in other words, I have to say it to you in layman's terms. You interpret that any which way you want to interpret it. But that's the only way we could do it legally. Okay? So now, what do you think sounds more realistic? Trying to raise billions and billions of dollars in one shot, right? Which is not possible. Would you agree? It's not possible to do that. Or taking baby steps. Baby steps. So what's baby steps mean? Maybe I raise $500,000 in super chats. And now let's say I buy real estate. It doesn't even make a difference. It could be a residential property. Okay. I rent out that property. I start building an income, right? Now you might say, but wait a minute, Apefather, I don't understand. Do I own that real estate? No, you don't. The income that you're getting in, am I getting any of that income? No, you're not. So you're like, I'm very confused by all of this. Why the F UCK should I give you a $5 super chat if I don't own the real estate? I'm not getting a percentage of the income, and I'm gonna answer that question because you're putting what's called a leap of faith. I want this to stick in your head that the Apefather wants to build an empire with the intention, okay, of having your back down the line. Having your back down the line. Okay? So let me give you an example of what I mean. Let's say after I buy the first real estate property and I rent it out, I'm getting more super chats in. I buy a second real estate property. I buy a third real estate property. I buy a fourth real estate property. I buy a fifth real estate property. Now I got rental income coming in from 5 properties. But do you see how we're doing this on a baby step level? Baby step level. Before you know it, I have 10 rental properties, 20 rental properties, 100 rental properties, 500 rental properties, 1,000 rental properties. Now I got what's called an empire. Are you following me? I have an empire of tremendous real estate and tremendous rental income. Do you know what happens at that point? Now I could start doing big, gigantic deals. Now you might say, what the F-U-C-K is in it for us? That's where the leap of faith comes in. That's where the leap of faith comes in. That's where you have to entrust Apefather that he has your back. The way you had my back. You ever hear this expression before? One hand washes the other. You ever hear this expression before? I got your back. Okay. Well, you have to have the leap of faith in the Apefather that if you help me establish this empire and you help me build this empire, that I'm going to have your back. And that's all I could say. In other words, I can't legally say to you, and I want you to try to understand this. I can't legally say to you that if you give me a $5 super chat, you're going to own real estate. You're going to have a percentage and equity ownership. I can't legally say to you, if you give me a $10 super chat, you're going to receive a portion of that income of the real estate. I can't, it's illegal. It's illegal. I can't do it. Okay. So the only way I see this happening is where I'm reading this guy, Crypto Fed. He goes, it's leap of faith. Okay, you get the point, you friggin' Babaluke. In other words, I want you all to think about life for a second. Are there any guarantees in life? No. The only thing I know that's guaranteed is we're all going to die and we all have to pay taxes, right? Those are the only two things that are guaranteed in life, death and taxes. Nothing else is guaranteed. Would you agree to that? Okay. So you don't realize something. Everything you do in your life to some degree is a gamble. Everything. You could wake up in the morning, you could cross the street, and a friggin' car can bang into you. I mean, I'm not trying to be morbid, but it can happen, correct? You know what I mean? You could wake up one day, you're walking down the street, and some guy is robbing another person, and you're caught in the crossfire and you get shot. Okay? Anything can happen. It happens every day. I watch the news and I see this sick. Look at just what happened with this recent school shooting. Okay, did you see what happened with that? 3 innocent children and 3 adults were murdered because of this psychopathic lunatic, this disgrace of a human being. Okay? Do you think those poor innocent children woke up thinking they were going to die? It's terrible. Okay? So the thing is that we have to live our lives, right? We can't live in fear. We can't live in fear. I send my kids to school every day. I can't say to myself, well, I'm not going to send my children to school because there might be a shooting. We can't live in fear. I'm not going to say to you, I'm not going to wake up in the morning across the street because I might get hit by a car. I'm not going to say that to you. We can't live in fear, okay? But at the same time, we have to live, right? So what I'm driving at is that everything comes down to faith. Like, do we really know if God exists? Here's an example. I am 100% a believer in God. I am a Christian. But can we prove it? Can we prove that God exists? No. Can we prove that there's a heaven? No. Can we prove that there's a devil? No. So it's all about what? Faith. I think everything in life comes down to faith. Everything. Religion comes down to faith. Family comes down to faith. Like example, my wife has stage 4 breast cancer. I've already had doctors tell me she was going to die. About a month ago, I took my wife to the hospital and they said the tumors in her brain were growing very rapidly and they felt that she had a bleeder in one of the tumors and they said that could cause a hemorrhage. And if that happened, she could die. My wife did not die. My wife is still alive today. I got her immediate medical care. They gave her steroids. It reduced the tumor size, and she's doing better. Okay, but if I listen to the doctors, right? If I listen to the doctors, they told me that she was going to die. So I'm trying to make a point here, and I don't know if you're following me. The point is we have to have faith. We have to have faith. It's so important. But the thing is, go back to sleep. Good night, Apefather. Good night, Johnny. We have to have faith. Okay? But the thing is, faith is not something that can be forced upon a person. Faith is something that has to be willing. You have to be willing to have faith in God. You have to be willing to have faith in your wife or your husband. You have to be willing to have faith in a company maybe that you're invested in, or if you're starting a business. Everything in life comes down to faith. So that's what I'm trying to make you understand. I'm asking you to have faith in me that if we work together as a team to take baby steps, this is the key, baby steps to build an empire, you have to have the faith to know that once I succeed and I build this empire, I got your back and I want to return the favor. That's all. I can't say anything else. I can't say anything else, but I got to build the empire first. So that's it. So it's a simple thing I'm asking for. Support me to build a real estate empire and have the faith that I got your back. I can't legally say that if you gave me a super chat, you're going to have an ownership in this empire. I can't do it. It's against the law. I can't do it. So don't ask me. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's against the law. But it is not against the law for you to give me a super chat. Because you know what a super chat ultimately is? It's just entertainment. It's like, in other words, you like the Apefather, you think I'm a funny guy, you think I'm an ambitious guy, and you say, I like this guy, I'm going to give him a super chat of $5. There's nothing illegal about that. Now, if I accumulate enough money and I purchase real estate and then I rent that real estate out and now I have a passive income, that's completely legal, okay? And if I could do that over and over and over again, I will eventually have, like, let's just take an example, okay? Let's say I have 100 properties. Each property is worth $500,000, right? That's $50 million. And let's just say, here's a hypothetical situation. I go to a bank, and I'm just giving you a hypothetical situation. I said, I want to get a business loan, you understand, for $50 million. The bank is going to approve it. Do you want to know why the bank is going to approve it? Because I have something called collateral. I have something called collateral. Okay? Now I can take that money and put it into something down the line that might be mutually beneficial to all of us. You see what I'm trying to say? There's a lot, but the thing is, I have to watch what I say legally. I am not making any promises to any of you. I can't do that legally. It's just the only thing I can tell you is this. If you help me, I'll help you. If you wash my back, I'll wash your back. But that's it. But I can't make any legal promises. There is no legal promises. There is no contracts. There is no promises because that's how I get into legal trouble. You see, it's kind of like what Teddy Zane did. Teddy Zane started the Discord, and he's like, I will find a place. You follow me? You pay me whatever it is, $10 a month, and I do all the homework for you, and I find a place, and I make you rich. See, now to me, Teddy Zane seems like he's coming across like a financial planner or a financial advisor. And it sounds like you're compensating him for financial advice. That's something that, again, I'm not a securities lawyer, but that sounds like something that could be potentially against the law. And the thing is, if Teddy Zane's advice turns into people losing money, people have every right to go back to Teddy Zane and sue his ass and say, I listened to you, I paid you, I lost $50,000, and I'm suing you for that $50,000 that I lost, right? Okay. So that's why you have to, when you do things, it's very, very important how you word it. So what I'm telling all of you is whatever super chats that you, if you choose to do it, you will not in any way, shape, or form receive financial advice from me. It is not an investment at all. It is not a solicitation for an investment. You will not have any ownership. You will not own the real estate. You will not own any part of the income. Absolutely nothing. Now, I know what you're all thinking. You're thinking, this sounds crazy. This guy actually thinks that I'm going to give him a super chat of $5 and get nothing in return for it. That's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying. I want to do meet and greets with all of you. I want all of us to party together. I want all of us to discuss ideas together. I want all of us to brainstorm together and party together. And the second thing I want to do is build an empire. And then once my empire gets big enough, I got your backs. That's all I can say. I can't say nothing else. I got your best interest at heart. And that's what leap of faith means. So it's up to you. Now, if you choose not to do it, that's fine. Will it stop me? No. I'll still do it without you. Okay? I'll still do it without you. Because all of my life, I have done things that are amazing. I have done things that are amazing. People who are saying they're going to sue me, you got nothing on me with this whole thing. Listen to me. This BIBO GPAP. Guys, you're not suing me. I got what's called a disclaimer. Disclaimer. I never promised anybody anything. I always said I am not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer. So do me a favor. Go home and get your shine box with that shit. Okay, you know the person you should be thinking about suing is Lou. You know why Lou deleted his channel? Because Lou never had a disclaimer. That's why he deleted. Because a lot of people ask me, they're like, wait a minute. How come Lou had over 80,000 subscribers, 73 million views, and he deletes his own? It's very simple why he deleted his channel. Because he never had a disclaimer. I have a disclaimer. That stands up, my friend. Sorry, case closed. You lose. That's it. And I'll tell you what, you go for it and try it, okay? go lawyer up, okay? I am not a financial advisor. Guys, you got to cut that shit out because it's stupid. This guy, Sam the Great, loves to break my balls. And it's just so funny that Sam, I really mean this, and I don't want to take my spare money that I spend on food every week, which is around $2,000 a week, is more than you have invested in the stock market. I really believe that, Sam. Now, I'm just talking about, like, you know, when I go out to, say, Zano's of Brooklyn, even Applebee's, if I go to Outbacks, if I go to Thank God It's Fridays, and I eat the Jack Daniels ribs, right? That money that I'm spending eating food and then crapping it out is more money than you have invested in your portfolio. And yet this guy breaks my balls he breaks my balls every day, this guy. I mean, Sam, do you own a $600,000 house? No. Just, Sam, try to just relax yourself. Try to do a little shot of Jameson. Try to calm your system down, all right? It's all good, brother. But Sam, what you don't understand is I did build an empire. You don't understand something. Sam, I'm a millionaire. Are you a millionaire, Sam? Are you a millionaire? It's a very simple question. It's a very simple question. Sam, you own not listen to me. Sam, listen to me. Sam, you do not own six rentals. You don't own nothing, Sam. You're a liar. You don't have nothing. Nothing, brother. Brother, you're just a psychopathic troll, lunatic that's on the internet, bro. The only thing that you own, okay? The only thing that you own is probably a friggin' dildo, okay, to pleasure yourself because you can't get any pleasure anywhere else, brother. That's the only six things you own is different colored dildos. Okay, different colored dildos that you use to pleasure yourself. That's what you own, Sam. That's what you own, my friend. Okay, your mom's a millionaire, but not you, brother. Your mom and you are two different people. You understand? Your mom may be a millionaire, but you're not. I'm not going to keep addressing the same issues again, okay? I'm not going to keep addressing the same issues. The house is in my mother's name for personal reasons. I'm not going to keep doing this with you guys. You all want to keep talking about the same things over and over and over again, and I keep winning and I keep proving all of you wrong. I keep doing it, but how many times can I do it? Like, how many times can I keep repeating this same? The house is in your mother's name. The house is in your mother's name. It's like, how many times do you want to keep saying the same things? It was for personal family reasons to protect assets. I don't want to keep doing this anymore with you guys. I can't keep repeating the same things over and over again. Sam, the only thing you have power of attorney on is the dildos. That's it. The dildos, you have a lot of power of attorney on that. That's it. Sam, you live in a dream world, brother. You live in a dream world. 25 Hillside Avenue is not $300,000. 25 Hillside Avenue, if you go on Zillow, listen, this is what you do. I bought the house for 320 back in 2018. The house has appreciated in value almost $300,000. Okay, you're not an educated person if you think my house is worth 300,000. You're not educated. I bought the house in 2018. Okay, when I bought the house, listen to me. When I bought the house in 2018, the guy wanted 380. The house was listed for 380. I think I got it for 330. Okay, I walked immediately into equity. The house has appreciated almost 300,000 since then. So you have no idea what you're talking about. Most of you haters have no idea what you're talking. It's like I think you just make up stories. You fantasize about things that are not true. And like I said, you know what the greatest feeling is in the world is I don't need none of you. You all have this thing. This is what you think. You know what you think? I need you. I don't need you. If you don't want to support me, let me explain to you what's going to happen. Can I tell you the future? I'm going to become one of the world's most successful YouTubers. Let me share the future with you. Okay? I will one day be bigger than Mr. Beast. Did you hear what I just said? I will one day be bigger than Mr. Beast. That's it. That's what's going to happen. Okay? So it doesn't, whether you want to support me or whether you don't want to support me, I am going to be I'm already a major success. Listen to me. I'm already a success. I'm only going to get more successful and more successful and more successful. And there is nothing that none of you could do about it. Listen to me. You could hate me. You could abuse me. You could unsubscribe to me. It doesn't matter. You will not stop the Apefather train. The Apefather train is going full steam ahead with or without you. You have a choice to jump aboard that train, or you have the choice to watch that train pass you by. But in either case scenario, I'm on my way to becoming a tremendous, tremendous success. Okay? So that's the bottom line. You want to take a piggyback ride on that? That's up to you. You don't want to take a piggyback ride on it? Let me give you the future. Can I give you the future? Within 1 to 2 years from now, I'm going to be so successful that all of you haters are going to be crying. You're going to be crying like little biatches. And you know what the sad thing is? Your lives are not going to change. You'll still probably be watching Lou, who's going to recommend all these different stocks to you, of which you're going to invest in and lose all your money. Because every single stock that Lou has ever mentioned lost everybody money. Lou loses everybody money. That's all he does. The only person who's making money is Lou on his YouTube ad revenue. That's it. That's the only person who's making money. It's Lou. Okay? But everybody else who listens to Lou loses their ass. That's it. So 2 years from now, you'll probably all still be watching Lou. Lou will be doing the same exact shit he does every day. He's going to be doing good cop, bad cop. One day he's going to say the banks are collapsing. He's going to the chicken apocalypse. Everything is failing, right? And then the following video is going to be, the street saying that AMC is going to Boaz. You know what that's called? Good cop, bad cop. And do you know who does these things? New York Angelo, Finance News, because they're all using you. They're using you like morons. They're using you like you're friggin' degenerates. Okay? It's called they want views. That's all it is. They want views. What you don't understand about the Apefather is I'm real. I'm real. I started off my YouTube channel donating money to our ape brothers and our ape sisters. I helped them. They were in desperate situations. And I helped them with my own money. Okay? And I help a lot of people. Okay? But I have big dreams. Now I realize that some people are going to think like me, and some people are not going to think like me. I can't force you to think like me. I can't. There's nothing. Look, here's what I could do. I can make a video. I can share what my big ideas are. And if you choose to say, I'd like to give you a super chat, that's up to you. And I want to take a leap of faith in the Apefather. I feel if I got the Apefather's back, in return, one day, the Apefather's going to have my back. That's up to you. That's up to you. You don't want to do it? Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? But in any case scenario, I am going to be a major success. And there's nothing you can do. I'm telling all of you, listen to me. You're not going to, can I tell you a little secret? You're not going to get me to quit YouTube the way Mike DeMarie quit YouTube. Mike DeMarie quit. He quit. He quit, okay? Many times Alfred Boston, he quit. He comes back, he quits, he comes back, he quits. What I'm trying to make all of you understand is that's not going to happen with the Apefather. You can't scare me. You can't stop me. You can't do nothing. All of your hate that you're doing is just giving me more ammunition to become successful. That's it. I love haters. You want to hear the truth? I love all of you. You think that you upset me, right? You think that you get me mad. You don't get me mad. You don't get me mad. You're giving me views. Okay? You're giving me views. I love all of you. I really do. If I met all of you, I would give you a friggin' handshake. I got nothing against the haters. Bring the hate, baby. Bring it. I love it. I love the hate. That's what you don't know. See, you think I hate the hate, right? You know what all of you think? You think that like when you hate on me, right? That you're upsetting me, that you're triggering me. You're not triggering me. You're making me very happy. See, you think that when you insult my family, it upsets me. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It doesn't upset me because look, you want to know what it is. Listen to me. I get it. I understand. It's a strategy you have. You figure if you insult my son, you figure if you insult my daughter, that I'm gonna get crazy. I'm gonna get upset. People they give me 99 cents. This is what they do. And they insult my children. And then I get all these people who comment and they say, "Hey, Father, how could you take that 99 cents and allow a hater to insult your daughter? What the F is wrong with you?" Because I don't take none of the stuff that you say seriously. You understand? Your comments mean the same thing as when I wipe my ass. Do you really think that anything you say has a bearing on the way I love my children? I love my wife. I love my mother. I love my dogs. I love my family. You're not going to change the fact that I love my family. And you're also not going to change the fact that my family loves me. See, like Chad Clifford, right? The night I went out to the bar and I got drunk. Remember that night? Okay. Chad Clifford tried very hard to destroy my marriage. That was his intention. His intention was, and you probably all saw that video. It was called Interview with the Apefather when I got drunk at the bar. So I said a lot of crazy shit that night because I was drunk. I was saying things like I wanted to have sex with 18 and 19-year-old girls, right? So Chad Clifford put together this whole video, and his intention was to destroy my marriage. But he failed. My wife is still with me. Okay. So doesn't it show you that there's nothing that all of you could do? You can't stop me. You can't stop me. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to win. And I don't need you. I don't need you. It's okay. Listen to me. My views are going up every single day. I'm about to cross 7 million total views. Do you know what that means for all the people who love Lou? I have 4 million more views than Lou. What's up, CC? What's up, Sam boy, Sammy boy? I got about 4 million more views than Lou. And it's only going to keep growing. What do you think? It's going to go down, my views? Views don't go down, they can only go up. So, in any case scenario, I'm going to become a major success. I'm just hoping that wouldn't it be nice, God forbid, if we got organized? Like instead of fighting each other, like wouldn't it be nice if we all got organized and worked together and and you helped me build an empire, you got my back and then I got your. But it's like the problem is I can't reach you people. I can't reach you. But listen, I'm not begging. I'm not. Sam the Great keeps calling me a beggar. I'm not a beggar. I'm an effing millionaire. See, Sam, you want to know what the difference between you and me is? Here's the difference. Sam, your mother is a millionaire. Okay, I'm a millionaire. Personally, me. Okay, so that's the difference. Your mother's the millionaire. In my case, I'm a millionaire. That's the difference, Sam. So you need mama. You need mommy dearest. I don't. Mommy needs me. That's what you don't understand. Mommy needs me. This guy goes, you barely own one house. He's laughing. Let me tell you something. BIBO, whatever it is, bimbo. What is that? What are you trying to say? I don't even know what he's trying to say. This guy. I'm just gonna call you. Just gonna call you. Bebo. Debo. Listen to me. If only you knew the money that's coming in for me. If only you knew the money I had in my safe deposit box. If only you knew the amount of gold, the amount of cash, the trust fund that is set up for my children, the bonds that I control. Brother, you would have to work. Let me put it to this way. If you were making $100,000 a year, you would have to work for about 20 years, brother, to be where I'm at right now. Actually, probably more. Let me take that back. You'd have to work probably 50 years, and I'll tell you the reason why. Because you got to figure you got to pay taxes. You got to figure you have life expenses. Because you understand you make $100 gross, you got to pay Uncle Sam, right? You know this. You know you got to pay Social Security. You got to pay all the different things you got to pay: state taxes, federal taxes, unemployment, everything. Okay, living expenses. So how much you think out of that $100,000 after living expenses, travel, entertainment, paying your mortgage, paying your rent, paying Uncle Sam, maybe whatever it is that you do for entertainment, right? How much you think out of that 100,000 you're gonna have in about a year? Let's say 30,000. Now I'm being generous. It's probably gonna be less. It's probably gonna be more like 20,000, right? So that would mean if you saved $20,000 a year and you worked for 10 years, you would have $200,000. Okay, right? You would have to work for 100 years to be where I'm at financially right now. Do you understand that? You would have to work for 100 years of your life just to be where I'm at right now. So if I was you, I probably would stop breaking my balls. I would consider to stop breaking my balls. Listen, crypto fan, don't worry about my business. Crypto fan apparently is a multi billionaire. So you just worry about your business. Don't worry about my business. My mom's worth over 30 million. So what? Is she giving you that $30 million, Sam the Great? I don't think so. Do you have any siblings? Do you have a brother? Do you have a sister? Or are you an only child? Just curious. Let's see if he answers questions, Sam the Great. Because if you got brothers and you got sisters, they're sharing in the estate, correct? Because I'm an only child, Sam the Great. Listen, like I said, this live stream is about an hour and 12 minutes. I didn't get one super chat, and that's okay. Listen to me. It doesn't, I just want to make something clear to you at the end of the day. If you don't choose to support the Ape Father, it doesn't bother me. I know that you think that it bothers me, and I know you think you're getting great pleasure, but you're not. You're just the fact that you're on the super chat right now, and just the fact that an hour and 12 or an hour and 13 minutes went by, I'm making money. So it doesn't. You're not affecting me. It's like I said. The Ape Father trade is going to pass 7 million views, 8 million views, 10 million views, and before you know it, I'll have 100 million views. And before you know it, I'll have 1 billion views. You're going to see it. You know what's going to happen one day? You're going to look at my channel and you're going to see I have over 1 billion views. That's what you're going to see. So if you think that all of you are going to stop me, think again. Think again. Lou is never going to be as big as the Ape Father. Listen to me. I'm already bigger than Lou right now. I'm already bigger than Lou right now. Whether you want to accept it or not, I have 4 million more views than Lou. That's it. Okay. And it's only going to grow much, much further than that. By the time, let me put it to you this way. By the time you have one sibling, well, that means he's your partner, Sam the Great. You're going to have to, but you're the favorite. Okay. I don't think mothers have favorites when it comes to their children. That's kind of fucked up thing to say. But anyway, Lou is never going to be a bigger YouTuber. It's never going to happen. Trust me. In the long run, Lou is going to end up probably back in jail. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Listen, Lou is what's called, there's a term, it's called con man. You understand? Con men like Lou, they don't last. They don't last. Okay? Apefather is forever. Apefather lasts. But you know what's funny is this. Lou made $250,000 in YouTube. BIBO, whatever your name is, Bibo, whatever it is. Do you know that he had to pay $73,000 back in restitution? Are you aware of this? Are you aware that Lou stole $73,000 from senior citizens, from innocent senior citizens? I don't know if you're aware of this. Lou went to jail for fraud. So I just want to educate you, okay? So right off the bat, 250,000, you got to, let's just call it 70,000. Let's call it 70,000, right? So that goes down now to what? 100, let's say 180,000 is left, right? Okay. So out of $180,000, you realize that Lou has to pay taxes. Are you aware of this? Or you ever hear of someone called Uncle Sam? Okay. So Lou's got to pay taxes. Okay. So let's knock off another, I don't know, 50,000. I'll keep it simple. Okay. So now Lou's got $130,000, right? Okay. Now Lou claimed he owed AMC, which I don't believe. Lou claimed he took a major loss on AMC. That's what Lou claimed. I don't know if I believe him. I personally believe that Lou never owned AMC. Okay. But let's assume Lou's telling the truth. So now he lost money on AMC, correct? Okay. Lou has what's called living expenses. Don't we all have living expenses? Doesn't Lou have to survive? Doesn't Lou have to pay rent? Doesn't Lou have to buy food? Right? Right or wrong? So doesn't Lou have to travel? You know how he goes to the Dominican Republic and he travels? Okay. Tommy, what's his name? Tommy, he put up a video where Lou's portfolio, he showed it, was something like $40,000. Okay. And I personally believe that might be all the money Lou has left. It's about $40,000. Now, can we all face the facts? Lou does not own a home. Lou does not own a car. Okay. So are you really all that impressed with this guy? You really are? Are you really impressed with a guy who's homeless? Are you really that impressed with this guy? Are you impressed with a guy who doesn't own a house? Are you impressed with a guy who doesn't own a car? Are you impressed with a guy who's probably got maybe 30, 40,000 to his name? I'm just trying to understand why you're so impressed with this guy for. I can buy and sell Lou under the table. My jewelry is worth more money than Lou has in his portfolio. Okay? My effing jewelry. If I sold my car and my jewelry, I'd have 2 times or 3 times the amount of money Lou had. That's just my car. My car's paid in full. If I sold my car and my jewelry, I'd probably have about $60,000. $50,000 to $60,000. I would have more money than Lou has invested. Okay. Now that's not including my house. That's not including gold. That's not including cash. That's not including a $1 million settlement that's coming to us. That's not including over $500,000 I have in trust for my children. And you're impressed with Lou. You're impressed with a guy who stole $73,000 from senior citizens. This is what you're impressed with. You're impressed with that guy. You're all nuts. You know that, right? You're all nuts. Let me ask you a question. What play did Lou make money for people? Let's go through Lou's plays. Can we go through Lou's plays? It started off with Clove. Who remembers Clove? Remember Clove? Lou said that Clove was going to go to $500 a share, right? The thing tanked. I can't tell you how many people contacted me that lost a fortune on Clove because of Lou. Okay? Was Lou right about AMC? No. Remember Lou said Listen to me. With Lou has a condo. Let me teach you something in life. There's a thing called public record. If you put Lou's name in, listen to me, on Google, nothing shows up that Lou owns any real estate. Nothing comes up. If you put my name in, you'll see I own real estate. Okay, so you're living in what's called a fantasy world. Lou lies to all of you. Lou lies to all of you, and you just buy his lies. That's it. Listen, you don't verify anything Lou says. You don't verify it. Okay, Lou says he made $1 million on GTII. Then Lou also made a video saying, I ain't putting no money in GTII until that shit shows me something. You're all idiots. You're all idiots. Listen to me. Lou's house is in his girlfriend's name. Lou's girlfriend is Tyrone and Jamal. Okay, that's his girlfriend's name. Tyrone and Jamal. Actually, Lou is their girlfriend. Let me correct that. Lou is their girlfriend. Yeah, I know about the Tendy Time stuff. There is no Lavoy fraud. It doesn't exist, bro. What happens is when you put in my name, you see that a trust was established for my children. That's it. There is no fraud. Tendy Time is an idiot. Tendy, and that's the thing. I'm still waiting to see if he wants to debate me. I said we'll have it on Telly's channel and we'll have the debate. I don't know. It's like he's not confirming it. But listen, guys and girls, I can't have these long, live streams. There's no support here for the Ape Father. Matt Cause, the guy raised $500,000 in super chats with his mood gang, okay? And, Matt Cause laughed at all of you. Matt Cause said he donated money to St. Jude. I called up St. Jude. St. Jude told me they never heard of Matt Cause before. So listen, unfortunately, I can't. I know all of you love to hate, and I will continue to do live streams. But after it gets past like an hour, like we're headed on to about an hour and a half, I gotta call it quits. So this live stream is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. This live stream is for entertainment purposes only. It is not a solicitation for an investment. Any super chats that I receive are for entertainment purposes only. Okay, God bless. I will speak to you all soon. And even though you hate me, I don't hate none of you. I love all of you. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you watching my videos. And I appreciate you coming to these live streams. I love all of you. You can hate me, but I love you. Take care and brush your hair.